It's not every day that someone's backyard can help turn around a town, but this is not any ordinary backyard. It's attracting people from all over the world who want to see something very special unfold. It all started, as these stories sometimes do, by accident.
We didn't know that they were on the property.
Peggy Butler and her husband Ken
It's not so much religion as it is spiritual.
live on a rural property on the edge of the Allegheny National Forest in Pennsylvania. One day, a group of nearby campers excitedly told them about something they witnessed late at night.
They were looking out of their tents and they saw all these fireflies flashing at the same time. And they thought, well, that's interesting. Is that something special?
Peggy and Ken had no idea.
We knew nothing about fireflies at that time.
So they investigated, eventually inviting a group of scientists to their property to study the phenomenon. It turned out to be something special indeed.
Sure enough, they discovered that they were known as the synchronous firefly, and they were at that time thought to only exist in the Smoky Mountain National Park.
But here they were, in rural Forest County, Pennsylvania, a potential attraction in an area sorely in need of an economic boost.
The per capita income is the lowest in Pennsylvania and one of the lowest in the country.
About a decade ago, they decided to start a small festival to celebrate the synchronous firefly.
We will put brochures there.
And the 15 other firefly species.
These are little photo booths.
Also found here.
We couldn't imagine that people would be that serious about it.
But they were, coming first by the hundreds, and then
we got 1,000 people in one night. So we were overwhelmed.
So were the fireflies.
And we came to learn this later. We were also doing damage to the fireflies.
The stars of the show are really fragile.
Sarah Lewis is a professor of biology at Tufts University and a firefly expert. She says successful ecotourism requires maintaining a careful balance.
They don't even realize it, but they're trampling on the juvenile stages of the firefly life cycle. And just by letting people know what they can do in terms of keeping their lights out and being careful where they walk, staying on the designated paths, makes a huge difference for the firefly population.
You have to watch out on the ground for glowing. It's either females or males emerging.
Kate Sellers interns for the festival.
I have a firefly temporary tattoo that I actually got from our DCNR table. That was at the festival.
They kind of drop when they flash.
With a 2-year life cycle and no festival held during 2020 because of COVID, this year's firefly numbers are at an all-time high.
It's just breathtaking.
The festival now limits how many people can attend and requires online registration for visitors who've come from as far away as India and Vietnam.
We did some surveys to see how much money people spent. We figured that it was probably around $50,000 locally.
A big impact from a tiny bug.
It feels supernatural, it feels spiritual, it feels pristine. It's another reason to be working with nature and not against it.
So that these insects, with a glow all their own, keep putting on a brilliant show. In Forest County, Pennsylvania, I'm Maya Rodriguez.